Hello everyone, this is Echo from RPMs and Rounds, and today is just going to be a quick breakdown of my firearms and my plate carrier, and kind of the things that I use on the range quite a bit. I'm going to go over a couple of the specs on my rifles as well, and why I have them. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. For starters, I often wear gloves just to protect my hands from the elements, as I get very cracked fingers and skin, as you might be able to tell. So right here I have the pigs here. I forget what the actual name of them are, but they're just this FDE, pretty nice. So we'll slap these guys on for tonight. Yeah, and I suppose we should start from our smallest caliber all the way up to our biggest caliber. And I think our smallest caliber here would be my 22 long rifle. This is just a single action, single shot as well, or bolt action single shot 22 long rifle. There's nothing too crazy about this, as you can pretty much tell. All the firearms in this video will be completely unloaded. Yeah, this guy is just a real old relic pretty much. Kind of just keep it around for fun, plus it's cheap ammo. Honestly, I really suggest a 22 at any point, you know, it doesn't matter who you are. They're just real fun rifles to shoot, or pistols, don't matter too much. Now for our, let me put this guy aside. There we go. Now for our next one will be actually my everyday carry. And this guy I have right here in this Pelican vault case here. And that will be my Canik TP9 SFX. Got the foam coming out. We'll unload this guy. There's not one in the chamber, as you can tell. Just in case, safe direction. Click, we're good. Yeah, so this is a full-size handgun in 9mm. I personally carry these SIG Elite Defense. They're jacket with hollow points, 124 grain 9mm. I got 18 rounds of this. I carry a spare magazine just in case as well. Never know. Yeah. So there's this guy. There isn't too much going on here. Picatinny rail here for any flashlights or lasers if you would like. Suppose that'll be it. There is one firearm I have that I will not be showing today because it is locked in a safe that is in another location. So there's only that one that won't be shown, and that would just be a Turkish 20 gauge. It was one of the first firearms I ever bought. And whilst we're on the subject of shotguns, let's move to the next one in line, which would be my Mossberg Maverick 88 by, well, Mossberg in 12 gauge. Not much going on here. Smooth bore, so you can't really run much out of it other than birdshot, buckshot. I wouldn't suggest slugs. I do keep slugs in it just because this is my home defense firearm. Mostly I only run slugs in it because it's kind of like a I don't know, it's just kind of a thing a lot of people do. And plus, you don't need to worry about range much if you're inside of a home. Most home engagements or home defense situations, I'm pretty sure I read a study that most happen about 15 feet away from a person, and that's not much distance. So there's this guy, real nice. Not much going on here again, completely clear. I do have this little side saddle here that keeps some extra rounds in here, or shells I should say. Yeah, there's this guy. Click, get another one. Chamber's another. It's pump action. That means this pump has to go. You have to manually repeat this pump back and forth. Yeah. I suppose we'll move on to the next guy, which will be my. Boy, if this will actually go back in place. And the next one will be my AR-15 actually. And now this is a custom lower from a local gunsmith that I got here near me in my location. I keep this loaded with 72 green hollow points. This is also kind of my personal defense firearm for here in my home. Let's break it down a little bit. So I have this into this completely clear. Bam. So yep, completely clear. There it is. Nothing's in the chamber. Point in a safe direction. Click. Nothing. So like I was saying, this here is a Strike Industries charging handle. It's not ambidextrous, unfortunately, although it is quite an improvement from the original one that was on it. I do have a standard mil-spec 3.5 pound trigger on here. I have a 6 Hour Romeo 5 on the top here. Put this back. Bam. I have the, forget what it's called. I'll leave it in the description for you guys, for anyone that'd like it. It has a compartment here in the bottom as well. You can put whatever you want there, if I don't struggle. Okay. It does have a compartment, I promise you. Okay, I'm not a liar. I have this angled AFG 2 foregrip on here by Magpul as well. I personally love angled foregrips. I don't know what it is, but I just love them. I do have a vertical foregrip as well. I might do that on my next build, but that's going to be coming in the future. I have a Streamlight HLX Pro on here as well. I believe this one is 1250 lumens. It has the touchpad as well. I have the wires just kind of zip tied here, so there isn't much play or anything. It's real nice. Just a standard BCG. It came with my upper, and this upper here is actually a Aero Precision. The forend is a Atlas S1, which I highly suggest for anybody trying to do a smaller frame AR build. This is the 12.5 inch forend as well. It has these real nice, convenient QD slots for a quick detach sling, especially if you run the stock like I do. I'll leave the name of the stock in the description as well, where it has a quick detach on the stock and in the front here. Just makes a perfect sling position. Other than that, there isn't too much going on here. It's not a crazy setup yet. I do have a lot of plans in the future I want to do. This is just a standard A5 flash hider mil-spec. Not much going on right here either. Yeah, any questions you guys have for me, leave them down below. Like I said earlier, I run 72 grain hollow points in these for personal defense. I keep 10 round mags in it here at my home because it's a lot lighter, a lot easier to move around. There's that. Then here comes, unfortunately, I also just got rid of a rifle of mine. It was a second rifle I ever bought. It was a Savage Axis 2 and 308. It wasn't a crazy setup, but it was a really nice rifle. If you're a budget hunter or a beginner hunter, I really suggest it. There isn't many other options you can go for in the same $350 to $450 price range that'll really get you what you get with the Savage Axis 2. Now next up here is my Thompson Center Dimension in 30-06. Now this is sort of a newer edition. Really a huge fan of this rifle. It has an amazing adjustable trigger. I have it adjusted to about 2 pounds or so. Real light, crisp trigger. Take the magazine out of this just to make sure magazine is empty, and chamber is empty. Also, I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but just listen to how slick this bolt is. No play. It's just seriously amazing. I have a bipod on here as well, a Caldwell bipod, a 5 to 12, I believe. Yep, 5 to 12 Vortex Crossfire 2 on here. Not the most amazing scope, I'll admit, but it is really nice for the I bought this for about, I believe it was $600. The rifle itself was $1,500. So I got a really nice deal on it. I got this real nice Browning sling on it as well. All in all, this was about, I'd probably say, $900. For just shy of $1,000. It's a seriously beautiful rifle. This is zeroed. This rifle itself, not with this scope, is rated at half MOA, which for you that may not know, 1 MOA is 1 inch. And just for quick, I guess, I don't know, quick memory or whatever. Now anyways, like I was saying, quick memory, or just a quick fun fact, most people, each joint on their finger is about 1 inch. So that there would be about 1 inch. I do not have a tape measure on hand, unfortunately. But if you just take my word for it, I guess. So half MOA would be probably right about there. And I believe that was rated at 150 or so yards. At 150 yards, having that tight of a group is seriously something to brag about. Now that's for the rifle. It also really depends on the shooter. I personally, longest shot I've ever taken was about 219 yards, and that was actually with this rifle. And I believe I was off the bullseye of probably about 3 inches, and that was when I was attempting to zero this, and I got it rated for about 1.25 inches MOA. So that'd be about that much of a group. Each round is about that far apart from the next one, which isn't too bad. If I had a better scope, I'm sure I'd be able to pull off that half MOA like the rifle is rated for, but unfortunately I do not. Will I be getting one that can do it? More than likely. I really do suggest that if you're going to be getting a really nice rifle, try to not cheap out too much on it. Even if you have to a little bit, just make sure it's not permanent, because a rifle is only limited by the shooter, you know? And you can take that however you want. Really, I don't mean any offense by it, but that's usually how most rifles are rated. So we'll put this guy away. I do highly suggest, if you can find one of these, once again, Thompson Center Dimension, it's seriously amazing. You can swap out the barrels. It's a free float barrel as well. Free float, beautiful bolt here. Wonderful, crisp trigger as well. Got a safety right here on the chassis as well. We'll hear that trigger real quick. Disengage to the safety. Bam. Go back again. One more time. Trying to get it in camera here. Beautiful. Yeah, it's just beautiful. One more time. And I'll really try and get that in view here. Wonderful. Alrighty. Put this guy aside now. I'll put my AR over here as well. I do run a Magpul MS4 dual mission sling on my AR as well, but I recently took it off for a cleaning. I did also recorded the whole cleaning breakdown of that AR. Go check it out. The first couple minutes of it, about 6 minutes in, is a little bug to the footage. I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube stuff. But anywho, yeah, this is a sling. I believe it was like $80 brand new. They're pretty pricey, but they'll last you a while. This is quite a scuff setup by the looks of it, but I promise you it isn't. So I guess there's only a couple things left to do, and that'd be the plate carrier. This is one of my newest additions, and probably one of my favorites as well. So we'll take this guy out, bring it in a little closer. So this is the Invictus Gen 3 from AR 500 body armor. I keep 4 magazines on here, 2 in the front, 2 on the side. Also keep 2 double-up buckshot shells and 2 Express Magnum slugs on the side here as well. I got a radio pouch over here, although I'm not certified for a radio, unfortunately. It's really easy, real simple to do, but I don't have one, unfortunately, a certification. Which is also really crazy that I didn't know that you had to be certified for just a simple hand radio for a simple back and forth communication, but you do. So I'll break this down a little bit more. Obviously, gotta let the people know you rep the United States of America right there. Gotta. I have this one loaded with AP 62 grain AP, which is armor piercing. 68 grain armor piercing, same as this is. 10 round magazine. Blood type, just in case, God forbid, something happens. Yeah, there's also these quick detach as well for if you need to take it off. Yeah, so in case you need to take it off, you can just bam, clips in, then if you need to, bam, comes off real quick, real easy. I'll show you the plates I run in it as well. Now it is quite a pain to get in or out, the plate that is. Right here, Armored Republic. Has shoulder cuts as well for better mobility. These guys are level 3 plus, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep. It's nothing too crazy. It's a steel frag coat. It's a steel plate with a frag coat on it, so it catches a lot of that shrapnel. Which with steel plates is quite a big risk. When the bullet comes in, doesn't quite matter what it is. It goes and bam, hits, and what it'll do is it'll obviously send all that stuff back at you. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter if it's at an angle. Hell, sometimes it could just ricochet right off, which is even more dangerous in my opinion. Say you have your best friend Jimmy over here, and you're right here. Somebody shoots at you from this angle, it's gonna go right into Jimmy's direction. God forbid it hits Jimmy, because then now you're both in a world of shit. You know, you're getting shot at, and Jimmy's almost dead over yonder. You know, you don't know what the hell's going on. So that's why it's really important to get something like this where it catches a lot of that fragmentation. Because you don't need to worry just about Jimmy, but also about yourself. if you get hit head on, a lot of that shrapnel is going to come back this way, out, and up. I don't know the exact science behind it, but I guess you can take my word or do your own research. That's also a huge thing to always do, your own research. You can't always go off. What works for one person may not always work for you. So it's always a good thing to know your shit before you go out and spend money, or before you go out and do anything really, you know? And I'm gonna struggle for the next 20 minutes trying to get this back in, probably. Let's see here. Yeah, bam. We'll try to do this quickly. Might just cut this out of the video, which is more than likely what I'll end up doing. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I got this in, and as you can tell, there's these 2 extra straps that holds it in place, and then you grab this big old pouch here. Yep, you tuck that in real nice as well. And it's all this real sturdy Velcro that holds it in. I personally wish there was something else that wasn't just as simple as Velcro, but it's been tried and trusted throughout the year, so I suppose it'll work. Not much I can really complain about. The kit itself is really comfy as well. I do have trauma pads. It's a second slot, which is an absolute pain in the ass to get to. Unfortunately, not going to put myself through the painstaking process of pulling those out. I will, however, show you the rest of it, which is the nice breathable I don't know what this would be called, what this kind of fabric sort of material would be. I'll probably write in the description what this is actually called, but it's real nice, real breathable, real comfortable, especially up here in the shoulder pads. At first I didn't like it, but I took a couple days to just really experiment out in my backyard, running around with it. My neighbors probably thought I was some psycho lunatic, but no, I'm actually just a big fan of weird hobbies. So yeah, I got these really nice adjusted to me. At first they kind of dug into my collarbone and kind of gave me rash, but after some time and testing, it really got way more comfortable. I'll pull up my next part here that went with my body armor. Hold on one second. Alrighty, here we are, and that would be my battle belt, actually. So what you do is you take this part off and you thread it right around your pant jeans or whatever. I mean, your pant loops. Jeans don't matter as long as it has loops for a belt. And then it has this Velcro on the opposite side, and you just put it right around this, this where it attaches. I got my pistol magazine holder right here. Usually I have another holster right here, but I have that set up somewhere else. I also will put this guy. This is just a little survival kit I got from USCCA, which is the United States Concealed Carry Association. Real nice people over there. I put that right here on the back. And so, I'll even break this down real quick. Oop, everything's falling over. Let me go put this back real quick. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll break this down real quick. Number 1, tourniquet. It's the first thing you're going to want to get access to if something happens, okay? And for me, I have it set up real simple. You unbuckle this, bam, you get it. Real quick, I have it set up. You grab this little, you don't even need to grab it. Just grab both sides, bam. If you need to, say your leg for instance, you thread it right through here, bam. Pull this little red tab, tighten it down. Then this here is your little, this here is what really is the most important. You just keep turning it till blood stops, and it's really a huge thing to have. God forbid something happens. It's better to have it and not need it than to not have it and need it, I'll set that back up for quick deployment later. But yeah, let's break down into this guy. Then I have this second little Velcro part going over the zippers just because. And now, oh, got some extra ammo in here, I suppose. Goodies, yay. Anyways, must have just tossed those in there for some reason, I don't know why. I got these Israeli bandages, real nice as well. I got this little bit of paracord. I got these sanitizing antibacterial wipes. Bam. I got some more stuff in these packets here. Yep, here it is. I got a signal mirror, just in case you never know. Now, I have a compass right here with another mirror. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I got a little flashlight here, tactile pen, and then what is really nice to have, especially on anything, everyday life, a multi-tool. Everything you need in here, right at your hands, you know? Super simple, super easy, super compact. Just amazing thing to have, okay? Highly suggest it if you do any fishing. And then in here, I have things for survival. If this will unzip for me, that'd be nice, please. There. I have 2 sets of waterproof matches. And then if those don't work for any reason, also got flint and steel, which is also real simple. Which is also just real simple. Bam. And this works amazing, seriously. I won't demonstrate on camera how to start a fire with it. Did demonstrate that it just worked. But what a lot of people will do is they'll scrape it a little bit, they'll scrape it, and then ignite it, you know? And the best way to actually do this is, instead of flicking this out, like I just showed real quick, it's better to pull this backwards, like so. Wait. Bam. 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 It's mostly easiest when it's like this, you know? When you're freehanding it like this, so it's easier with this side. Anywho, I'm gonna put this back real quick, and I'll return in a moment. Alrighty, ladies and gents, I suppose I'll be wrapping this up shortly here. Just gonna be doing the finishing touches here. So one of the final things I put with my kit is just a knife. This here is a fixed blade Kershaw, double-edged. I bought this probably 2 years ago. Seriously amazing knife. I've used it for everything. So I'm not sure what the exact model is. If anybody knows your knives down below, then please feel free to comment. Let me know. Let others know as well. It's nothing too crazy, but it is seriously nice. I think I paid, maybe 50, 60 bucks for this a while ago. And it's probably one of the best purchases I've ever made. I used to carry this all the time with me. And that'll probably be it. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Anything else you'd like, I don't know, anything really. Any new videos, any new ideas for anything, just let me know, please and thank you. I suppose I'll be wrapping this up. Just have a lovely night, lovely day, whatever it is, whatever time it is. Oh, okay. Was trying to do a nice little picture there at the end. Yeah, whatever it is that you're having, you know, I hope if you're having a tough time, hope you get through it. You remember, you know, tough times are only temporary. You know, got to stick it out through the mud to see the diamonds. You know, if you're not having a bad time and you're just kind of bored, I hope I entertained you for a little bit at least. Yeah, have a great night, great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.